Alright guys, today we're going to be setting this transfer pump in this pond here and pumping some water. Alright, so we got the pump set down. We got the suction shoved into the water. I had it all strung out there, and then I just took the bucket of the excavator and stuck it out there as far as I could. And we got a 6-inch lay flat here. We're going to run it up to this poly you see here. So I'm reducing from a 6-inch lay flat down to a 4-inch poly. Now this is running all the way along there, and then it goes to the pond over this hill. So once we get this connected up, we'll fire that pump up, start pumping out of there, and I'll show you where we're pumping to. By the way, that's a Cat 320CL excavator. So when you're putting these together, you got to have a gasket in here, rubber gasket. And on the male end, you got to make sure this bevel is cleaned. So when you clamp these down, and make sure you clamp these down, try to get them going at the same time. So clamp on there a little straighter and easier. You should be good to go. Now, once you have it connected, we're gonna head down here. We'll kick on the pump. All right, so you're gonna have a drain valve down there on the bottom that should have been open when you're not using it. So you're draining all the water out, close that off. This valve up here is gonna be for your primer. So once you get water flowing through your lay flat, you're gonna turn the primer off. Pump a little diesel. Kind of hear it bog down when it starts to suck water up. About 120. Start to bog down. Fill up the line. Pull it down. Okay, now we just got to go up there and make sure it's blowing out the other end. It looks like we got water coming out. So I had it pumped down to, those flags were my markers before the last little ice storm we had. And that filled these ponds all the way up. It's pumping pretty good. Okay, so now that we got the water pumping here, you can see that we're up the hill. I got the excavator moved up here, truck pulled back up here. We're gonna be pumping water from this pond into this pond. Now, the water transfer company for fracking has that pump right there. I don't know if you can see it. It's a red thing. They're pumping from this pond into a pond that's right here. and they're gonna be pumping from this pond to the location. We'll go over there and check out those pumps so you can see those. Those are, I believe those are 12-inch lines versus our 4-inch and 6-inch line down there. But next we'll be moving this trailer. I gotta haul it to the shop and fill it with fuel, and then we'll set it down there by the water transfer pump, so when we come in we don't have to pull the pickup down there every time to fill it up. We can just fill it while it's sitting there. So let's go check out their pumps. All right guys, here's pump number 1 of theirs, and so they got a way bigger line and a way bigger pump. Hope you can hear me good. Thing's loud. Anyways, they're pumping from this pond that we're pumping into. They're pumping from this one over the hill to over there. There's this next set of pumps. They have 2 pumps sitting in there. And then they're pumping from there to the location. We'll go check out that one. Got a pretty sweet skid steer. Here's all the dirt we're piling. This is red slick, like right in there. And there's fill dirt right there. And that's coming out of the pond that we're pumping out of. Here's my baby, D6 RXL. Here's the pond we're pumping out of. Down there's our pump. Behind us is the pond we're pumping to. The oil company's pumping over into here. Well, water transfer company. Two huge pumps with 6 suction lines. Pretty sweet. So if you gotta look at my channel, I've got videos of, well, drone videos of all these ponds and all this going on. They're pretty cool. But I figured I'd get one just driving around and show you off the ground. So good news, we got the water company to kick their pump up that was sitting here. And they pumped the heck out of it and got a bunch of water out. This flag here, well, actually, this water line here was where I had it pumped up to. That's where it was when I started. I pumped it up to there, and then they came in, pumped it all the way down to here. So I have a lot of room to pump. Their pumps pump way faster than mine, but we can get a lot of water pulled out of that other pond over here. I'll go down there and take some shots and show you how much water is in there now. We'll see how much water we can get moved out over this next week. Here's our spill pipe down there. Let's run down there and look at that real quick. So here's the spill pipe for this pond here. Obviously once the water hits here, it starts spilling into the pipe and going back through the dam, dumping into the property behind it, which will fill the next guy's pond. If this pipe gets blocked or so much water that it's not dumping it fast enough, has a natural spill built in right here, and it'll go around the back of the dam and come around and go to the same place this pipe is going and fill this guy's pond. So here's up the creek of where we're pumping into this pond right here. So as you can see, here's the water line, but the water level will come all the way up to here. So we have a huge surface area from all the way up here at the highway to all the way down there at the dam that you can't even see. So that's a lot of water that we can pump out of the small area of water that we have on the other side.